President Trump addressed the nation last night, giving a primetime update on the war in Iran.
He promised to continue the bombing campaign following weeks of attacks. John Diaz joins us in the studio right now with more on what went down last night. John?
Good morning. President Donald Trump predicting last night that the United States will fulfill its military mission, quote, very shortly, but he did not give a definitive timeline. Now, during a primetime address to the nation last night, he said that the U.S. will hit Iran, quote, extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks, but also said the country's operations' core strategic objectives are nearing completion. And as evidence of progress, he pointed to the decline of Iran's missiles, drones, and Navy. While acknowledging that Iran is seeking a ceasefire, he signaled he could bring U.S. operations to a close before that. Now, Democrats, they have been blasting the president for his handling of this war as Mr. Trump continues his threats to obliterate all of Iran's electrical generating plants and target its oil sites if the country's leaders don't make a deal.
We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. Iran's Navy is gone. Their Air Force is in ruins.
He doesn't appear to be listening to anybody. Our intelligence community, Congress, the American people. He is digging into what is a war that Americans don't want.
Meanwhile, Iran's president is urging Americans to look beyond political rhetoric and reconsider their view of his country. In a letter addressed to the American people, he says that Iran has never in its modern history chosen the path of aggression and never initiated any war. He added that the relationship between Iran and the U.S. is misunderstood, and polling does show that most Americans are skeptical of the war. Sydney?
John, this is also impacting gas prices, which are already up. Are they going to try to figure that out?
Yeah, good question. Well, actually, today, 35 countries are meeting later on today virtually to discuss ways of reopening the Strait of Hormuz. It's a vital shipping route and has been shut down to most trafficking by this conflict going on in Iran. But here at home, the national gas average has hit $4.08 a gallon, the highest they've actually been since August of 2022. And after the president's speech last night, well, crude oil futures spiked more than 6%. So we're continuing to see that ripple effect going on and, continue to go up too this morning.
John, thank you.